All right. So what I'm going to do that I'm going to introduce our special guest here. He is the founder and owner of Audio Experience. Uh, I normally have a bit a sort of business relationship, if you will, with him. Great guy, and when he wanted to come on and share some tech information with us and some tech news. This is Justin Rosbach. We're just gonna call you Justin. What's up, sir?
How are you, Ron? Good to see
All
you,
right,
man.
good to see you. Uh, yeah. So tell the people how you. First of all, tell them how you decided to come up and just get into what you're doing, sir.
Oh man, that's a pretty long story. Well, I think the biggest thing is that I've been an audio junkie my whole life, and I have my dad to thank for that. He, I growing up, I always had like really high end music in the house. He had like legacy speakers, Krell amps, like these crazy speaker cables made of silver and everything else. And
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember
so
those.
yeah, yeah. So it was like, that it just wasn't the normal situation, like where, I had a exposure to high end audio pretty early on. And I've been a musician since probably about middle school, sixth, seventh grade. So play guitar and I sing. So kind of that in conjunction really got me going, into audio, and always loved, movies, like, watch Star Wars a zillion times as a kid.
Oh yeah,
And
oh yeah, yeah. I'm
VHS on
still watching that.
the tube CRT TV,
Yup,
So
yup. Showing
yeah,
some age there, showing some age.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So basically, like, that kind of really just got me into like music and movies, and for just kind of, I've been into my whole life, as long as I could remember, really. And then, like, I'm a financial planner by day, like you can say.
Mhm.
So I do like pre-retirement planning, but I was about to do a system for my wife and I. And I at the time, like, before audio experience was a thought in my mind.
Right.
I just I was about to, like, go on an adventure. I'm like, all right, well, before I'm going to drop some serious cash on this,
Yeah.
I need to know, like, what's out there, right? So I went on a pretty wild hunt, just to kind of see, like, what's out there in the price category that I was shopping. And so my dad and my uncle, we just went on a wild audition spree of all sorts of stuff. And the funny thing was that, surprisingly at the time, and this kind of is part of one of the reasons why I started Audio Experience, is because I had, like, a lot of the stuff that I was looking for, it was not available in Connecticut, like,
Oh,
at
okay.
all. Yeah. Like, first of all, like, not every brand that I was interested, they even had a dealer in Connecticut. And then those that were dealers in Connecticut, they didn't necessarily have the stuff on display where I can actually, hey, let me come in and listen. So that was one thing. But so we went out to, like, New York, New Jersey, we went to Massachusetts, we went to New Hampshire, we went all
Yeah.
over the place.
Yeah, I was all over New England.
Yeah, yeah. And at the time, like, this was before COVID.
Right.
And at the time, like, audio experience wasn't even a thought in my mind. Like, I had no intention, no thought at all of doing anything like this. But basically, like, there was three things that, after this whole experience, it made me consider. It kind of put the idea in my head of starting this business. And the first was what I just said, is that as far as the lack of product availability in Connecticut.
Right.
As
Right.
far as, and Connecticut's not that big, it's a small state, but the
Yeah.
lack of ability, like, statewide, for people to come and audition a lot of like products that I was interested at the time when I was doing this, when I
Mhm.
was a shopper. And so that was the first thing. And the second thing was, a lot of places I visited, they didn't really ask me, hey, like, what's your room like? What are you working with?
Yeah,
Are
dimensions
you,
and stuff like that.
what's that?
Dimensions and stuff like that.
Yeah, dimensions, like, like, overall budget. They
Mhm.
weren't like, "Hey, like, what system are you coming from? Is
Right.
there any particular brand that you're kind of, loyal to, or, what sound signature do you favor, or anything, stuff that in my mind is really important when you're actually trying to help someone with respect to landing on something that's really going to benefit them. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
man. Yeah, those are the Bowers and Wilkins 801 D4 signature. So we have those on display here at Audio Experience. But yes, they are beastly. Yeah. And so basically, that was another thing that I noticed. Just kind of like they just basically handed me an iPad with Rune on it, and they're like, "Here you go," and it was like, all right, whatever. So, and then the third thing is that a lot of the showrooms, they were constructed in a way, and again, not all of them. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
were simply unbelievable, but most of them, the vast majority of them, the showrooms were not set up to basically allow the product that was being auditioned to demonstrate its fullest potential. And by that, I mean, like, you walk in, there's like speakers all over the place, like they're crammed in like sardines. They're not set up, equidistant from the sidewall, from the rear wall. They're not towed in properly if they require being having towed in.
Right.
Um, and that was one thing. And then also just like lack of synergy pairing. So for example, we are paradigm dealers here at Audio Experience, and so
Mm-hmm.
at the time, I listened to some paradigm speakers. I listened to them basically the same line, but at two different places. One of them demonstrated that they sounded extremely harsh and very bright sounding, and another place, which offered them with more synergistically paired components, it maintained all the spacious qualities and the detail, but it allowed the speaker to present in a more enjoyable listening way, where you don't feel fatigued after like 10 minutes. And so that, all these things, kind of the showroom being very, very, I would say, unrelatable
Mm-hmm.
to how well the speakers and the products can actually perform, the lack of availability in the Connecticut area, and then just the lack of just, I would say, salesmanship and genuine interest on behalf of the dealers to really, find out with whom they're interfacing, like how they can really help them. And so I'm like, you know what? I know I can do better than this, right?
Right.
So, so the whole goal was, I had essentially a lower half of my residence, which was totally unfinished.
Mm-hmm.
And so I after, doing this whole exercise, and the plan was to finish it for my wife and I, right? But this kind of got the gears turning in my head. Hey, what if you did a business? What if you created a business where you can, share and provide a listening environment that is quite literally as close to, and provide as, as high of a correlation to what can be possible in someone else's home, in the client's home.
Right.
And what better environment to do that than a residential environment, right? And so, and some people can kind of like look down their nose at that and be like, oh no, this guy's running a business out of his house. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, anyone that comes here, and all of the brands that we deal with,
Mm-hmm.
they have regional sales managers. And after coming and meeting me and seeing the space, like,
Right.
there's no more explanation necessary, right? And so, basically, I started the business on that idea, and I contacted some brands before even starting anything, and they bought into my vision, and
Right.
kind of the rest is history, so they say.
Nice. Well,
Yeah,
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 you got to go with it, man.
yeah,
That's yeah, because that's interesting. Especially you're feeling the need in that area too. So because, like you said, there's not too many, or if any, other than
right,
yourself that does this in your area. So, but yeah, that's what's up, man.
yeah,
I'm very impressed. And I know the pictures that you sent me, that I was putting into the ads and stuff.
yes.
Uh, that's your basement?
It's the lower half of the home. Yes, I
Are you
wouldn't call it a
serious?
basement,
I
but
wouldn't. Well, my bad. I
yeah,
just categorized it
I
as a
would say
basement,
that's
but
the
that's
showroom.
the lower half.
Yes,
Really? I
yes,
thought it. No, I thought it was like the way it looks. It looks like a I'm going into a showroom
yes, yes,
and
yes,
bam,
and
that's
that's
nice.
we
Well
can
done.
we can get into. Thank you. We can get into that to the whatever degree that you would like, but quite literally, this showroom was constructed literally from the ground ups, for high performance audio.
Mm,
And so, from the construction of the walls, what you can't see,
right.
there's special acoustic treatment, what's called pre-construction
Right.
acoustic treatment behind the walls that you can't see, that and the ceilings as well, that contribute to sonic performance,
Oh
both
yeah.
for movies and music. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
sit there and I'll just look at I'll be on the website and I'll be looking at them chairs. Like, I was like, yeah, I need me a place so I can get me a set of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
we could talk about that. We
Yeah.
got,
Yeah.
we carry
Oh,
Salamander and
it,
Valencia. So between
in,
those two, there's
hopefully in due time.
yeah, in
Hopefully
due
in due
time. Yeah.
time. But yeah, so I had another question for you, and it just escaped me.
That's all right. It'll come
Um,
back.
yeah, it'll come back. But I really appreciate our connection,
Yeah, for sure. So do I. Yeah.
and it's been a lot. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. We normally talk through text, so
Hmm.
this is the first time that we are actually being able to see each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's great. Yeah,
So
we'll do it
it's
again for
even
sure.
definitely
Yeah.
it's always cool. So uh, how many people are with you in your company? Is it how many people as far as manpower? I mean, how many people work?
Right now it's literally me. And so if I'm doing a job, as far as obviously I don't do the construction. Well,
Right,
not obviously, and people
right,
may not know that, but I don't do the construction, or like, so like flooring or electrical or anything like that. But I do have contracted partners. Absolutely, Trevin. Ron's the man. And I do have contracted partners that I work with. So, like if we're doing a home theater build out,
hmm
they would be doing all of that stuff, and then I come in at the end and install the audio. But yeah, as far as the showroom appointments and all of the online at shopaudioexperience.com, as far as all that stuff, like all the products on there,
right,
order fulfillment from A to Z, everything is me right now. And again, like that, that could change, but as far as the appointments in particular, I'm really picky about that, because
hmm
like even if I get to the point where I start hiring on some other people,
right,
um, it I take the one-on-one time with my clients in the showroom very seriously.
hmm
And I am very, very picky about not product pushing. And some brands may not like that, but
right.
just because I carry a brand doesn't mean that I think every single product that they
Has to
offer
be
is like the best,
right.
because it's just not.
Yeah.
But I carry every brand that I do for a reason. And so for me, it's about finding, at a particular price point, at a particular category, um, you know, who are the players in that space, and which one, or which few
hmm
are standout performers relative to the other. So that's really what I'm most interested in.
Yeah.
So like in your world headphones, so if we pick like a price bracket, and we pick like a form factor,
hmm
what are those standout products in that particular space, and those are the ones that are worth getting excited about.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I got one to come in with a really good question for you here. So I'm gonna put that up so you can see it. Um, Waves, he's asking directly. He's got a couple questions in there. I'm gonna let you go ahead and rock with that one.
Yeah, yeah, Waves, thanks so much. Yes, the first part of your question, yes, it is by appointment only, and that's one of the major things about the I would say the business model for audio experience, is that it's very important to me and to my business that when I have somebody come for an appointment, that I'm able to devote the absolute singular focused attention to them and to what their needs are while they're spending their time with me. And one of the things that I realized when I was shopping for myself, again before audio experience was a thought in my mind, was the problem of auditioning a pair of speakers while you have sound bleed from an adjacent room. And so, that type of stuff. So although there's multiple rooms in the showroom here, I will, and I could technically have more than one audition happening at the same time. That will never happen because, again, it's very important that, when you're auditioning something, you need to have soul, you need to be focused with what you're doing, and, any sort of distractions are totally unacceptable. So that's the first part of your question. What's your favorite audio gear and what music do you play with when showing? So my favorite audio gear, so let me tell you a quick little story. And this was, I want to give a shout out to one of my fellow dealers at the time, Alan at Goodwin's High End in Massachusetts. I visited his showroom. My dad actually knew him for many years back. He has an incredible place. And his brand list is absolutely awesome. So anyone that's in that area, I highly recommend him and his business. But I was there as a genuine, customer, prospective customer at the time. And so he introduced me to a brand called Dolly. And Dolly is a brand from Denmark. And so at the time, again, this is pre-COVID, before pricing went just ballistic. But anyway, so he introduced me to Dolly, and he let me listen to a pair of speakers that at the time were like, I think they were $5,500 a pair, something like that.
Whew.
And it was the Dolly Rubicon 6, which is now replaced by the Rubicore series. But for context, but the Rubicon 6, this speaker, I listened to it, and I listened to it on the back of, and then what I'm about to say is gonna hurt some people. So but here we go. Well, I listened to it on the back of some $35,000 speakers from a company that starts with an M and ends with an O. You can maybe figure out who that is. And so I listened to some speakers from that company. And again, I had no dog in the fight. I was literally just shopping for myself. And both me and my uncle, who, by the way, he's blind from birth. Okay. So he can't see the speakers. He can't see the room, but he's got ears, like his ears are unbelievable. He has perfect pitch and everything else. Both of us, we both liked the Dollies better at $5,500 a pair. Now, that doesn't mean that the Dollies, beat those other speakers in every category, like dynamics or scale or whatever. But from a pure, standpoint of just listening, if I could take one or two home, no matter what the price was, I'm going home with the Dollies. Okay. So that, and that was one of the first brands that I contacted, by the way, when I started the business. But
yeah. So
to answer this question, Waves, I got a soft spot for the Dolly Rubicon series, at that like mid $5,000 price point. And then, among many other things, but that's just to give you one example. And then, the last part is, when people come here, yes, I have a bunch of songs that I recommend. But before then, and pretty much we never get to that point, because I will say the most important thing is for somebody to listen to music that they know personally and that they are very much interested in themselves. So in other words, if you come and audition, and I play you like an audio file track or whatever, that's cool, but it's not going to move you compared to a song that you've listened to 1,000 times. Maybe it's a song that you listened to when you got married, or maybe when you broke up with your first boyfriend or girlfriend, and so it means something to you, and that song so well, so that when you listen to it in a really good system, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I know this song, but I'm hearing something I've never heard before.
Right.
Or whatever, or it's giving me this different
feelings, different feelings and stuff.
What's that, Ron?
So get different feelings, and stuff like that just come back and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's right. Absolutely, absolutely. And so good systems will do that. So basically, I always recommend people to listen to songs that they know well and that they enjoy, and then that usually gives them the best audition experience, I'd say.
All right, we got another.
Thanks, Wade.
Waves has another question, but I have Elizabeth here. She has a question for you. I'm gonna give you hers, then we'll come back to Waves real quick.
Okay.
All right, so here's Elizabeth's.
Do you only work with residential customers or businesses as well? We need help. Um, so yes, this is a great question. So Audio Experience, we do work with businesses as well as residential. So I will say there's a lot of what's called smart home automation companies out there, and they basically do comprehensive smart home, so like lighting, networking, shades, all this like kind of like all these things, and audio is a part of that. Audio Experience, we don't do like all those things. We're not a smart home company. What we focus on is very, very strictly 2-channel stereo, home theater, and what's called custom or distributed audio, where let's say you want speakers throughout your house in each room, and you want to be able to independently control them, and maybe play one song in one room, one song in another, that type of thing. So to answer your question, Elizabeth, yes. So we do that both for homes and for businesses. So if you have a business that is currently working off of a very let's say low budget Bluetooth speaker or something, you're in need of an upgrade for your business, the audio there, you can give us a call and we can contact you for a quote. Yes.
All right. We will go ahead, and Waves had another one, so I'm gonna go ahead and okay, I'm gonna give you her response real quick. She said,
I need that. Okay. Sales at audioexperience.net.
All right. So let me go ahead and give you Wave's second question there, or
Sure.
third or fourth question. I don't know why I lost count of his, but
yeah, that's okay, Waves. We got you. Don't worry about it.
All right, so there's his. Let's see. Oh yeah, she said they'll definitely be in touch. So
great.
That's good news. That's good to hear. All right, so here's Wave's other one.
What advice would you give someone interested in starting a similar business? Well, I would say that number one, follow your passion, because that's the key. If business is hard work. And so I can tell you, having built this from the ground up, in every facet of creation, like with the name, with registration, with, building the website, the online store, contacting the brands, everything else, there's a lot of stuff that's involved in this. And I would say, it doesn't feel like work if you're doing it with something that you really believe in and are passionate about. So I would say, Waves, think about what really interests you and what motivates you. And then if once you figure that out, then I would think about kind of the areas where you can make an impact. And so kind of like referring back to the story that I told earlier, there were three what's called areas of opportunity, I would say, that I noticed while being a consumer, while being a prospective customer to these businesses, these areas of opportunity where I noticed that were kind of lacking. And so I, as a consumer at that point, I was like, I would have appreciated if there was a better solution or a solution to those three things. So number one, I would have liked to have these speakers more available in Connecticut, to not drive 2 and 3 hours. I would have preferred that these showrooms were set up to really provide the absolute peak of what these products are truly capable of. And I would have preferred to, have been asked more discovery questions and been shown genuine interest by the people that I was interfacing with at these dealerships. So I would say, similarly in your situation, with whatever business you want to start, and I hope that you do, is I would say, think about those areas of opportunity where you can come in there and provide some improvement with those things.
All right. Let me go to give you a shout out to some Patrick, what's going on, my guy? So glad you're able to actually make it to the live stream. You missed the last one, but
What's up,
that's all
Patrick?
right. I'm not gonna hold that against you, my brother. It's good to see you. I'll let the missus know that you actually made it in because she asked where you were in the last one. So I just wanted to let you know that. So I'll let her know that you
Oh,
showed
wow.
up.
So he must be a real regular, huh?
Well, he's been with me since literally day one.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
so
Good man, Patrick.
yeah, he's my guy. And like the missus was like, was he there? I said, nah, he wasn't there at the last one. She was like, well, where is he at?
Yeah.
And everything. So, and here we go. We got some other comments for you here. This one here, which is Elizabeth here. This Elizabeth? No, this is Waves. This is what he said he put on there for you. I just want you to make sure you read that. I think that's pretty
Fantastic how you've provided an authentic experience in-house with an experience that moves the buyer emotionally. Bingo. Yes. Yes. Music is feeling. Absolutely. When I hear my favorite song through quality gear, it moves me. Yes. Waves, you and I are like we're totally in sync with this, because I can't tell you, I would say the absolute most important thing, and the what we call it audio experience, the destination is emotional evocation, meaning it's a really fancy way of saying like, what you just said, does it move you emotionally? And if it does, like, so when you're contemplating like what gear to buy or whatever, the only way to shop, and this is what I say, is like, don't shop with spec sheets, don't shop with brand prowess or reputation. Shop with whatever system moves you emotionally, whatever system puts the hair on the back of your neck up, whatever system allows you to remember things and bring up memories that bring out those positive emotions. That's how you've gotten something. You know what I mean? So absolutely, Waves.
Yeah. All right. We got another comment from Trevin. He says here, love your passion, Justin. Wishing
Thank
you
you,
much
Trevin.
success.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by tonight.
And my man Patrick, you see, you doing too much, my guy. I appreciate you with the $50.
Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Patrick.
Patrick, that's my guy. He
coming through.
Yeah, I appreciate you for that, my guy, for real. And we got Lewis here. Luis, he came in. Now he's been hounding me about these elites.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to get these guys in. The Gen 2s. I am
why
to compare them, test them, compare them with my other.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Jabra did do. They were doing earbuds for like the longest time, and then they had the Jabra Elites. They had the 8 and 10s. I had those, but I didn't get the Gen 2s. And after the Gen 2s, they stopped making earbuds.
I know Jabra from the like office headset world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they stopped making the earbuds after the Gen 2s, and I've been trying to search for them, and they're either can't be found or the price is ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I am looking at those Huawei FreeBuds Pros. I'm on those. Don't worry about that.
Is that how you say it? Huawei?
Huawei, yeah.
Huawei. Okay. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Huawei? No, it's
totally
wrong.
I'm definitely working on them, so don't worry about it. I'll get them in, and I'll do it like I do those little teaser previews at the beginning of some of my videos, where I just drop them on the table with no words and then fade to black on you. So
yeah.
Yeah, so I'll definitely work on them. So Justin, where do you see audio experience going forward? I know, and you guys are, you're still young as a company.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
But would you got like a forward vision, like where you see yourself going?
Yes.
Or
so I would say I am looking to be one of the premier audio dealers in the country. And I will say, and what that means is sticking true to my roots and, what I've explained before about providing exceptional service, where, again, if things expand towards, where other people are hosting auditions for clients of ours, that they are also able to, give that person the type of service that I would like to give them as well. And so, it's, for me, it's not about like, oh, do you have like every spec sheet memorized or whatever else. Like that's not what, really is important to me. It's more about, you know, how does someone feel after spending time with you? Do
Right.
they feel like they were valued? Do they feel like you were genuinely trying to help them, or do they feel like you're trying to sell them something?
Right.
And so, my goal is to continue along that line. I'm open, like, whatever, whatever God may have for audio experience, I'm open for it. But I'm gonna continue to work very hard. Right now, I would say, kind of easier to answer the question. Right now, my focus is really growing the online presence.
Hmm.
We've partnered with a lot of new brands recently, and so our brand line card has grown significantly. And so, just getting those products out onto the website is, takes a lot of time.
Right.
And so that's kind of like what the focus is right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say, I've got no intention of stopping, and the sky's the limit with this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you guys out there, guys and girls, y'all want to check out his brand list, I got the website on the ticker down here. So go ahead, check that out. Go to brands on there, and it will show you the whole lineup of all the brands that my man has. He has his hands in, if you want to say.
Yes, and I want to make one I guess detail on that, Ron, is that so at Audio Experience. So right now we have, and I may consolidate this. I'm open to feedback on this
Mhm.
from you guys. But right now we have an online store, shopaudioexperience.com. We also have our main website, which is audioexperience.net. That kind of handles more of that local showroom experience.
Mhm.
Where so not every brand that we carry, we are authorized for online. And so I just want to make that distinction. So if you
Okay.
want the full brand list, it's
Mhm.
going to be audioexperience.net/brands. Again, audioexperience.net/brands. But as far as the online store, what Ron has is absolutely correct.
Okay. All right. So, my man Patrick comes through again with the comment. This is my guy. This is what he puts in. Now, again, he's been with me since I started my channel pretty much. So, and like I think he told me one time that the missus got mad at him because I was reviewing something and loved it. He went and got it. But she used to get mad. But that's
Love that.
hey, he rides with me, and that's my guy
That's
there.
good. That's good. I love that.
Yeah, he said, you helped me with Ron, with my earbuds. You're my Bible. I don't want to go that high. Don't put me up there. Don't put me that high up, my guy. I appreciate you, but I got buy headphones based on your reviews since day one. Yeah, this is true. So you helped me a lot and totally deserve this little contribution. Well, I appreciate it, Patrick, man. You are my guy. And like I said, I'm gonna let the missus know because that you actually showed up this time because yeah, she wasn't happy with you last time. Because they asked me when I do these live streams, it was Patrick on,
Yeah, yeah.
and so it's
Where's
definitely
Patrick?
one of he in Canada. He up there in Canada.
Oh no, I meant like not like what's Patrick's address,
Oh,
but
where's he at? Yeah,
like
yeah,
where's Patrick on the live stream?
yeah. My daughter does too. She asked, "Was he on?" My daughter asked, "Was he on there?"
Patrick, what's your latitude, longitude? Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So we got another one coming in. This one is JC. Okay. Hi, Ron and Justin. Your story is great. Do you offer any help with what's that,
Acoustical
acoustical
treatment.
treatment?
Worried
Yeah.
about waking the fam. Yeah. Yeah, Jacinto, absolutely. So, we carry a couple of brands that are specifically tailored for acoustic treatment. So, when we think about acoustic treatment, there's really two, I would say, categories, like broad categories. There's what's called and I referenced this before, pre-construction acoustic treatment, and what that is that's treatment that goes in prior to your drywall going up. So it's basically everything behind the wall that you can't see, and that treatment contributes to the reduction of room to room transfer, floor to floor or level to level transfer. And so, if your situation, if you are already in a house that has is constructed, then without tearing open the walls, you're going to have to deal with what's called just standard or post-construction acoustic treatment, which is basically absorption, diffusion, and that type of thing. Primarily absorption for your use case, with respect to noise reduction. And so we carry a couple different brands. I would say Vcoustic is our premier brand in that space. They are made in Portugal, handmade, and they've got awesome products, and they'll be able to help with that. Now, I will say, for you and for anyone else that's interested in acoustic treatment, what is recommended is they have a very, very good service. It's called a project request. I mean, really kind of a basic name, but what it is they have professional acousticians on staff with Vcoustic in Portugal, and it's a very nominal fee. So you would pay the nominal fee. I would source all of the relevant details for that project request. Stuff, from as basic as room dimensions to, kind of like what your floor material is and all that type of stuff. All that gets compiled into the file, sent over to Vcoustic. And what they'll do is they'll give you actually a readout or a layout rather of your room with specific recommendations on what should go where to solve the specific problems or objectives that you are looking to accomplish. And so again, Vcoustic project request, you can get it through Audio Experience. Just let us know, sales@audioexperience.net, and we'll get you taken care of.
Okay. All right. And Patrick asked, what was the website again? It's shopaudioexperience.com. It's right here on the ticker going across the screen. You can go out there and check out what he has on deck. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed, my brother. You will not
Absolutely.
be disappointed.
And just want to point out, so, again, every brand that we represent, we are authorized dealers for that brand. So that means we have a direct relationship with the manufacturer. We are not purchasing through distribution. And so you get the full warranty and the full support, meaning like if you get something in the mail and for whatever reason, there's some sort of issue, there's a bad driver out of the box, there's some problem, you contact me and I'll get you sorted right away. Okay. I want to make sure that that's known.
He answered, we're Patrick. He's in Quebec City.
Quebec City, yes.
Yeah.
I actually went to Patrick. I actually went to a camp in Quebec when I was very young, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Actually, do you know? I'm trying to think of the. I think it was called a Wonder Bar. Does that make sense? Like a candy bar, is that, am I remembering correctly? It was so good. The candy that they had was like, it put our candy to absolute shame. Okay.
I think anywhere outside of the United States, I think you got a better product as far as
our
candy goes.
is a joke compared to the Canadian candy. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, that was some legit candy. But anyway.
All right. Let me see. Oh God, this one's for me. It says Steve. He said, what's your opinion on a solid pair of non-in-ear earbuds, non-stem? All right. So you're looking for either the clip-on earbuds, which is like all of a sudden become my second favorite genre or form factor of earbud, or you're just talking about or just the open ear one, which is like the hook that wraps around your ear. Now, if you're looking for the clip-on, the best clip-on earbud is the Shocks Open Dot ones. So far, and I'm telling you, they sound fantastic for the form factor. I recommend them. They were my number ones. Huh?
Shocks, how do you spell that?
Shocks, SHOKZ.
Oh, okay. I kind of guessed there was some strange spelling there. Okay.
Yeah. They're number one on my top 5 list for last year as far as the clip-on earbuds. I'm telling you, they're really good. There's some other ones that also are in my top 5, but if you're looking for number one, those are it. And as far as the on-ear, where they wrap around with the hook, you've got Shocks has one. They actually going to release a new one that I don't know if it's out yet, but I know they just announced it with CES that just came, just happened or is happening. I don't know if it's still going on or not, but out in Vegas, but they just announced a new one. So you got those, you got the now if you want to go cheaper but still get good performance, you want to look at Tozos. They have a good one. Also, Soundpeats, they also have a good open ear earbud as well. So you got a good range. It depends on your how much money you're willing to spend or what your budget is. But you got some good ones there. So definitely, if you're looking to not spend a lot, you want to look at Soundpeats, Tozos, and those
Shock.
are the major two heavy hitters for the low budget area. If you're willing to spend the money, you want to look at Shocks. You want to look at Bose. Bose has a clip on that sounds really good. Now that they got the updates and everything, you want to look at their open ear ones or their clip on ones. Those are good. I got another Huawei. Huawei has one, and it's that's like number 2 on my list. I'm at work. I either have the Shocks in because I got to hear everything, so I either have the Shocks in or the Huawei ones on when I'm at work. So, but you got some good options out there. Check out my channel. On there, I just did a top 5 list for the end of 2025. That video is out there. I'll give you a list of all the ones that I got going on. You can't go wrong with those, in my opinion. All right, let me see what else we got going on here. You down in NC noise can't. Now you talking about North Carolina? You talking about noise canceling? Let me know what you talking about, Steve. When you said NC, I'm not sure, man. All right, let me see. Okay, I took care of Patrick about the website. He's from. All right, who's it? Make sure. Oh my God, he finally got his Status Pro X here, but he's sweet. I've told you.
He's enjoying it. Clearly,
I told you those Pro X after the update. Only one's better than them is the Rex 5s from Noble, and you're paying for those. you're paying for those, but yeah, definitely they're really good. I'm glad you got them. Hey Kia, how you doing? Good to see you back up in here. And let's see. He said Wonder Bar.
Wonder Bar, yes, let's go. Yes.
Okay, okay. So
and there was one more too. There was one more that was like the name is escaping me right now, but like there was like 2 that I was like flipping out about. They were so good.
Nice. So he's heard of it. All right. Let me see. All right. JC said, thank you. Sounds complicated. Definitely checking out the website. Have a basement that I am interested in fixing up. Well, there you go.
Sounds good.
Give my man a call when you got your plan laid out. Make sure you give Justin a call, man. Absolutely. All right, Justin. So what new stuff's coming out, man? I know you got your, you got your ends, you got your connects and stuff.
Yeah.
Feed me some good news, man.
Yeah. So I would say in lieu of your specialty being headphones,
earbuds too. Don't forget the earbuds though.
Earbuds, yeah. So head focused audio, right?
Right.
So one of our brands, Klipsch, they are renowned for being a speaker company, with the focus being their horn-loaded design. They are entering into the world of headphones coming up very soon.
Yes.
And so they have, I think, 3 or 4 models that they are releasing. We don't have a lot of information about them just yet, but we do have some, some images as far as what they may look like and a couple details, which is very, very interesting. So I'm very excited about those, those coming out, and I'm sure you are as well.
Oh yeah, we will come to that real quick, but I just saw Patrick. I think is something that question I think you can address here for him. Put that up here. He said he wants to buy some headphones through Shop Audio Experience, but he wants to know if they ship to Canada.
So which ones are you looking for, Patrick? Because that will depend on the brand, and I can check. I don't typically all of our stuff is just the US, but if you're interested in something in particular, let me know what the brand is. The only reason is I don't want to violate my selling agreements with my brands. And so if you let me know what you're looking for specifically, I can give you an answer very quickly.
The IO12s, baby. Already. He jumped on that quick.
IO12. Okay. So yeah. Patrick, do me a favor, shoot me an email. In this way, I'll have your email, and then I'll get back to you on Monday. Okay.
IO12.
Sales at audioexperience.net.
IO12. Let's go. That's telling you.
IO12s are good.
They are. You know, I got the which ones did I get? I just brought in not too long ago. Oh yeah, the PX8s, the Bowers and Wilkins.
Oh, the Bowers PX8.
Yeah. And I was doing the gauntlet. I have them run the gauntlet since they're $1 amount. I have them go up against all the ones in the same, well, kinda in the same.
Same price range.
Yeah, and I, because I go through so many, like I got so many in my rotation. It takes me a little bit to get back to the, I'll put them on.
Let me tell you, Ron, I give you a lot of credit. The sheer quantity of products that you have personally listened to. I don't know how you keep it all straight. I really got to give it to you, man.
Well, I don't know how I do it either, but I just, I look at the product. Here's my my scheme when I'm thinking about it. Like, say for instance, I'm listening to I got a pair of headphones in front of me or earbuds in front of me. I'm looking at I look at the dollar amount, the how much they cost. All right. And based on how many, and I look and say, all right, how many other ones do I have in that range?
Right.
And then I go with that. And sometimes they sound so good, I got to go the other way. Like, okay, so you're punching above your weight class.
Absolutely.
So then you gotta put you up in a higher weight class.
Yeah.
Like one headphone in particular, CMF. They're you heard the company Nothing, right?
I don't think so. Maybe from you like once.
Yeah, well, Nothing. They have phones. They deal with phones. They got earbuds, and stuff like this, like the Nothing Air 2s, like these. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but they have their own headphones. They got two brands. They got Nothing. Then they have I guess a budget brand called CMF.
All
right. So they have the headphones they came out with called CMF Headphones Pro. And easily, these are $100 headphones, $100. I got like $600, $700 headphones that are out the water.
Dude, listen, like
out the water.
It was one time, like Fender and Squier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fender. Fender.
Dude,
yeah.
So I'm a guitar player, right? So literally, there was this one Squier that I got. I have pretty much all Fenders, but I picked up this Squier, and it was like it was like the best Squier to the point where it was better than some Fenders that I had as far as its playability and everything else. It's like, so sometimes you get that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I was like, because I do like some of them, like my I do like a June, a mid-year ranking, and then I do an end of the year ranking. And like I was like, man, these things is ridiculous. Like it's like
they were so good for their dollar, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You get some of them, you get those ones every once in a while that punch above their weight class.
Yeah.
And you be like, this costs what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll just say we got Waves, like Klipsch got headphones. I know, right? We're gonna get into that in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it for sure.
We'll get into that in a second. And got another one for Klipsch. We're gonna get into that. We'll talk about Klipsch in a second. All right. Patrick says thank you. And if it doesn't work, he understands it's okay.
Absolutely, Patrick. I will definitely get back to you right away. Okay, I appreciate you, my man.
All right. And then they say, oh, appreciate you, Trevin. Absolutely. Hit that like button if you're appreciating the stream. We having a lot of fun here, getting some questions answered. Absolutely. Oh, Waves. Was it made in Japan, Squire? I heard Japanese vendors were incredible.
You know what? That's it. Might have been. It might have been. In fact, it likely was. I've since sold that one, but yeah.
You sold it?
Oh, dude. Like I used to back in the day. I would literally buy like lots. When I say like not lots, like like a lot of like toys or whatever, like groupings or lots of guitars.
Yeah.
it's funny because I would basically put an ad online because I was into guitars. So
Mm-hmm.
I picked up, a couple of these huge lots of guitars. And so I would just kind of play each one and I'd keep a few and then I'd sell the rest, that type of thing.
Right.
Some of them need like restoration. So I would restore
Yeah.
the guitar and then I would sell it, whatever it needed, I would do. And then I would put it up for sale on like Reverb or whatever.
Right.
And so, yeah, there was just one particular Squire. Like when like guitar is such a feel thing. Like when you get a guitar in your hands and you like instantly start shredding on it, like and you feel it, the differences compared to other guitars. It's like because not every guitar is the same.
Right.
Especially
Right.
acoustic guitars. That's for
Right.
sure.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine, John. He's out in San Diego now. We reconnected after a few years and everything. He makes guitars from the ground up.
Oh, he's a luthier.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
it.
know, out of the blue. I'm like, where did this come from?
That's
Like,
awesome.
he's
That's
like, yeah,
that's a craft.
yeah, he made one for himself. He made one for his son, and they play. And I'm like, dude, I don't play, but I want you to make me one. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want you to
that's
make
some
me
serious
one.
craftsmanship.
Yeah, I want you to make me one, put your name on it, sign it for, send it here, whatever it
Mhm.
costs. But yeah, I was like, I told him, he said he's going to see if he can get that done for me. I just
That's
said,
cool.
I don't want to play, I just want one.
Yeah. Just put it on the wall, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this Klipsch thing. I got a couple of people interested. That perked someone's ears up here. So
Yeah,
not to mention my own. So you saying, let me go ahead and say I'm gonna pull up the screen here real quick. Let me get back over. I'm gonna disappear for a second, but I'm gonna pull that up.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
All right, so here we go, everybody. We was talking about Klipsch, ear headphones. There's the first look of them right there, and yeah, they look like
They look serious, don't they?
They do. I'm liking that.
They don't look sub 500. I'll tell you right now.
They don't. And you got the Klipsch branding on it. Oh
Yep.
yeah. They're gonna be serious. Let's see. Let's check out this lineup here. All right, now we got the Bluetooth one here. Now, is this one here? Are these wired? Is this one wired?
Oh, dude. Okay. So again, like, don't take what I'm saying to the bank here because I'm just reacting to these images. But to me, these look like open back headphones.
Yeah, they look like open back, but are they or Bluetooth open back?
You know what? I mean, they're like the one on the right, farthest to the right. You could see like the 3.5 millimeter jack.
Yeah,
but that looks like a hybrid wired wireless one, most likely.
Right.
And you see the little the microphone there for like calls right next to it, right?
Yep.
You know,
and also here on this side too.
Yes, exactly. So that's definitely a wired and wireless one, but the one in the middle on the left, I don't know. I mean, those
this
look like
one
wired
on the left.
headphones to
This
me.
one on the left looks like it's wired because there's the jack right there. There's
Oh,
a port
okay.
right
I
there.
can't. So from what I'm seeing, the chat is blocking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me move that
okay,
up.
Got it.
See right here.
Yeah. So okay. So that's 100% wired for sure. Yep.
All right, so that's why now this one right here is this. I gotta keep my eye out for this one because if this is an open back Bluetooth,
that would be nuts.
That would be bonkers, and I would be because I got a couple pair here that are open back Bluetooth, and
it's not common. I'll tell you. I mean, it's definitely. Let's see what they say here. Okay, maybe they'll give us some. Okay, HP1 wireless over ear active noise canceling design. Travel and daily listening, ultra lightweight, long-term wearability, standout, battery life. Okay.
This one
so that's probably
the one on the far right.
Yeah.
All right. So then
close back.
Atlas 2 is a
close back
option. Hi-fi option and tuned for listening immersive, low end impact, aim squarely at bass forward enthusiast segment that desires visceral energy without sacrificing refinement. Okay.
And then the HP3 semi-open back. Okay, critical 2 channel. So that's definitely the one on the left.
Okay, yeah, that's the one on the left there.
Yeah.
All right, so they got portable Bluetooth speakers. Oh, they is not playing.
Yeah, they have a couple portable Bluetooth speakers right now. They have, I think it's like the Nashville, the Austin, and
Mhm.
the Miami, I think it is, or no, the Detroit. Those are their portable ones, but they might be coming out with Music City Series 2. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, that's what Music City Series 2
so they're gonna
speakers.
have a refresh to that.
Okay, I have to keep an eye on that. That'd be nice to put do a video on them, like a Bluetooth speaker. Oh, these are ooh.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to kind of highlight in addition to the headphones. So to kind of there was a gentleman, I forget his name, my apologies, but there was a gentleman asking about like Klipsch headphones, as far as like current production or whatever. So right
Oh
now,
yeah, that was Miles.
Miles, yeah, thank you, Miles. Um, so right now, and I know because I quite literally just went through updating the prices for 2026 with the new price sheet on the website for Klipsch on shopaudioexperience.com, and there wasn't a single headphone in the entire list. So right now they don't have any headphones in their lineup. So once these three come out, that's going to be it for them. So that's going to be their foray back into headphones.
And
But
I will be
but
there.
yeah, but these, dude, look at these.
I know. I'm like, good
This does
grief.
not look okay. So are you familiar with Klipsch's heritage line? So like Cornwall, Forte,
Yeah,
Heresy,
yeah,
Klipschhorn,
yeah.
Scala.
I had friends that had those in their house.
Okay, okay. So you know they're monstrous boxes, right?
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
like burlap, kind of grills. They're
Yeah,
they're
the
they're very
old school vintage type
yes,
look to them.
yes.
Yeah.
And so those aren't for everybody aesthetically.
Right.
They are the most efficient speakers like almost ever. They're
Right.
they're
How old are
dynamically
those?
amazing, but they're not everyone's cup of tea aesthetically.
Right, right.
So this if you showed me these speakers,
Mhm.
and I didn't scroll down and look at the logo there, I would never it wouldn't even be in my top 20 guesses. Would it be Klipsch? Honestly.
Man, these things are monster. How many? One, two, three. You got four speakers. These are, I guess,
4
these.
bass drivers, 2 mid-range drivers, and then your
That's
Tractrix horn, tweeter,
yeah, tweeter
horn-loaded
in the
tweeter,
middle.
yeah.
Man, and I wonder, do they? And they, oh my goodness, they come in pairs,
Well, yes, so here's the thing, so Klipsch, they're doing a redesign on their
hmm
reference Premiere,
right?
which is huge, and if we scroll down, there should be another image for kinda like what that's gonna look like, but these are Klipsch's entry into the kind of higher end space. If you want to scroll down, Ron, I think there's a name to them. Um,
Let me
let's
see.
see. Apollo. There it is. Project Apollo.
Okay,
So I wonder if that name will stick. You know how sometimes like when they
it
do
should. It
it should. It's a
should.
cool name, right?
It's a cool name. It
I
should
like it
stick.
too. I like it
I
too.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, that should stick. Let me say debut later in 2026. So we looking at probably what, the spring summer, when these drop, because usually when they drop audio stuff, they usually want to just drop a bomb and like
This is a bomb.
flood the market. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
this is a bomb.
you figure they drop these and then they come back and drop these at the same
I know. I
time.
know.
Because I'm here.
I can't wait. I can't
I'm
wait to
here and maybe here.
I will, I'll probably bring all 3 into the showroom because, they
Oh,
each have their own unique, aspects,
right, right.
but yeah, so the if we scroll down a little bit more, we could see so reference Premiere,
Uh-huh.
I think this is the
This is the
refresh.
home theater thing right here, right?
Yeah, I think there's some text that talks about it.
Let me go back up. Let me see if there's anything. Okay, that's this. Let me see, this is down here. Well, it doesn't give me too much on this one. Or am I looking in the wrong spot? I think I'm looking in the wrong spot here.
I think okay, the reference signature series. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So first paragraph, a bold expansion into premium hi-fi categories through 2 new concept families. The reference signature series. So maybe this is going to be like above that.
Yeah.
And what's being so I wonder if this
Okay, so this is premium hi-fi. They talking about these up here.
Oh, that's gonna be the top end.
Yeah.
I you know, I can't imagine those not being the pinnacle of their line. That's probably going to be above Heritage.
Yeah, this should be the apex of the whole thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like,
And then
yeah.
I think, I mean, from what I'm looking here, it looks like those are going to sit probably, you know, between Reference, Premier, and Heritage. If I had to guess, that's probably
these. You talking about these here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
these, and they sit on pedestals. Oh, so you can,
So okay. Ron, what do you notice about this speaker?
This one right here?
Yeah, there's something very specific about this that I'm seeing. I want to see what your take is. Remember, it's a bookshelf speaker. What are you seeing that's not normally on bookshelf speakers?
This. Oh wait, that is
below it.
What, this one right here?
Yes. Yes.
So this would be your
that's a mid-range driver.
Yeah, this would be your mid-range driver right here. But
yeah,
you're right. You know what? You're absolutely right, because you usually get the big pusher, the big speaker.
The big pusher.
That's what I call it. I always call it, because all your
sound woofer. That's boring. Here. We're gonna go with the big pusher.
The big pusher, and then you got because usually I'm wondering to see how this sound with that in there.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. So normally 9 times out of 10 with bookshelf speakers, we're talking about like a 2-way design.
Yeah.
Or with Dolly, it's like a 2.5-way. So where we have a tweeter and like a mid-bass woofer.
Yeah.
Only as far as the brands that we carry, only Kef has a true 3-way design with their bookshelf speakers. Okay. So this really intrigues me, because anytime that you can get like closer to the presentation of a floor stander in a smaller form factor, to me, that's a win.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very excited to hear these.
That looks good though. I'm interested to see how they sound. I might have to I might have to drive up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, question for you. Can Jam in March, are you going to be there?
Should I be there? I mean,
in New York. I'm going up.
Maybe I'll have
to be there
go.
Saturday. I'm gonna be there Saturday.
All right,
the 7th.
Maybe I'll have to go. I wasn't planning. When is it, Ron?
It's the weekend of the 6th, March 6th. It's 6th,
March
7th,
6th. Oh, dude, that's like a day before my birthday.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be up there. I'm going up there for the day on the 7th. I'm gonna catch the train up. Me and my best friend, we're gonna go up. I'm gonna do some video, some interviews, get some footage and stuff. Check out what's coming out as far as headphones and stuff like that. Hopefully I might even get to see these some Klipsch if they're up there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be very cool. And but yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that for the day. Catch a train up, catch a train back. We'll make a day of it. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I just want to see. I wanted to ask you that. I was gonna say that was one thing. That was the one thing I wanted to ask you. I said it escaped my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
There. Yes.
Was you gonna be up there? Or you get you like a booth or something and be there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I wasn't planning for it, but I may do that now. We'll have to talk offline on that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, let me see. Miles had wanted to give a thanks. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice, Miles. Yeah. You're welcome.
Klipsch Klipsch. They had those what were they? I can't think of the name of them. I got a pair of them around here somewhere. They came in a all metal case, the earbuds. It looks like one of them old school cigarette lighters. Because it opens up from the outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like one of them. And it look. I have it. It's I know it's somewhere in here. And like if you put it in your pocket, like weighs your pocket down because the case was so heavy.
Yeah.
They sound good for the time. They sound good, and I can't think of the model name of them, but I bet I know if I go upstairs I can find them. But yeah, they've been doing it, and then like I said, they do a pair, and then they would just do like collaborates where they would change the look of them but you still got the same sound. They didn't improve the acoustics or anything in it, but they just say they got that redesign, almost like the Barrows and Wilkins where they did the McLaren edition with the headphones. All they did was you still got the same sound. They just gave you that papaya orange with that gray, which is fabulous looking, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
you know what, I kind of like wonder, obviously it's nice to have a different aesthetic, different colorway, but
set you apart from everybody.
Yeah. But I kind of wonder if those deserve a little bit of some sort of like performance boost too. I don't know, but
they sound good. I mean, they're in my top 5 of headphones, and but the 3 ahead of them, those are the most natural sounding headphones for Bluetooth. I mean, because I normally listen to them Bluetooth.
Right, for Bluetooth. What's your top 3 right now, Ron? All time for Bluetooth. Again, so not wired, Bluetooth.
All right. For Bluetooth, my top, number 3 is the Dolly IO12s. And it hurt me to put them at 3.
Okay.
Number 2 is the T+A Solitaire Ts.
Okay, I've never heard of that. Okay, and then
I'm telling you,
they're sick.
Yeah, and number 1 is the Acoot TH1s. I'm telling you that. Wait, you got to hear? Have you heard them yet? You've got to hear them.
I am going to be hearing them in about probably within the week.
Okay, all right, all right. You get back to me.
I will
get back to me. I'm telling you, like, and
I'm very excited. I will say I'm very, very much very anticipating.
I'm telling you, I was listening to what song? I was listening to a acapella song, no instruments, just straight vocals, and the level of detail I got out of that was like, I was like,
it was shocking.
Yeah,
really. Oh my gosh. I can't wait.
And they're talking, and you get a lot of guys out here online, of course, and they're like, I'm just so disappointed in them. Like, I'm like, what are you listening to? I'm like, because if you're looking if you're looking for something that bass, you're looking for a heavy bass and stuff like that, you want a thumper, these aren't it. I mean, they got a bass tube. They got a tube amp in them.
Right.
It's nothing like it.
That's like their thing. That's like, I don't think anyone else has done that.
No one has done it. No one has done it. And unless it was you're plugged into a unit,
a tube amp, right?
Yeah,
it's
a tube amp in it,
self-powered with a tube in it.
Yeah, but it's. And then, I mean, I was just like, dude, these guys, the level of detail is ridiculous. I was listening to another song. I have it on my phone here. But basically the guitar, you can hear the dude, he's strumming, but you can hear his fingers sliding up and down the guitar. Like, what is that? And I'm like, I was like, what is it? Oh my God, he's sliding. Like, you can hear him sliding from note to note. I'm like,
is that a song is that one of your demo songs?
The one is, let me see. The one is it's Feeling Good by Dominique Fields. I mean, I always use that one because when I do my my testing, I do acapella because I want to be able to hear what detail you get out of it. Then I do a song with like heavy bass because I want to see the bass response.
Yeah.
And then I do one with just strictly instrumental because I want to hear the Christmas. And if there's a piano, because piano, they had low keys, they give you that nice little rumble. Or if it's a cello and they hit that low chord on the cello, I want to see how powerful that is, how much I want to see how prominent it is in conjunction with everybody else. Another one to listen, Mozart, Don Giovanni, Mozart's Don Giovanni.
Okay, I love classical. It's awesome.
And I'm telling you, I mean, I was just like, and it's like you get some song like the PX8 S2s, it amplifies like the low end.
Yeah.
So if you're a bass head, you love that. And I'm a bass head, I love it. You know what I mean? But I have to be honest, like the 3 that I mentioned, are the most naturally sounding headphones. Like
Yeah.
you I mean, the TH1s,
The most neutral and the most musical and
right?
enjoyable for you.
The TH1s make you sound like you're in the room in the studio
That's
while they're
phenomenal.
recording the song. Like you feel like you're right there, like you're behind the glass
Oh
while they're
man,
recording it. It's crazy.
that's great.
And it's great. I want to hear your thoughts on it. I'm not gonna
Oh,
I
I
want to hear
am
your thoughts when you get them. All right, let me
I had a very good conversation with them, and I am very much looking forward to listening for the first time.
yeah, I want
Yeah,
to know your thoughts on them. All right,
yeah.
Patrick got he got a little comment here. Hey, well, he got a question for you, Justin. Here we go. Let me put that up first. Hey, Justin, is the 800 signature Barrows and Wilkins speakers behind you? Is that
Yes, Patrick. Good eye, my man. Yes.
whoa?
So that is the 801 D4 signature model in midnight blue behind me. Yes.
Tell
So
Patrick, you got them? I bet you got them. Tell me you got them. Tell me you got an 800 series speakers in your house, man. I bet you do. I bet he does. I bet he does. All right, let me see. What do you say? Man, I need some dollars. You guys got me hype. Yo,
listen, Dolly, I will say, honestly,
you will not be disappointed. The IO
they
12.
are Dolly. They are like freaky good for the money. It's crazy. And one thing about Dolly that they do, they have a couple like principles that they adhere to. Number one is the low loss design. They use something called a soft magnetic compound, and so that really helps with the the lowering of distortion as far as the output of the speaker. They also use paper drivers,
Right.
which
Right.
and they have certain technology that they put to kind of maintain the rigidity with respect to that. But I would say the biggest thing with Dolly is their hybrid tweeter design. So if you look at Dolly, you'll see up at the towards the top of the speaker, normally you'll see like a soft dome, or on some speakers you'll see a ribbon tweeter, like one or. Dolly, they use both. So I'm telling you, the
Freaking
magic
geniuses.
of the combination of those two, and the soft dome that they use is oversized too. So they cross it over just right, and let me tell you, it creates some magic that and no other brand can do because of that combination.
Yeah, and the IO 12s is the top tier, but the IO 8s is not. Do not sleep on them either. I mean, they give you more of a low end response. The bass is a little bit heavier on the IO 12s, but you still get that clarity from the mids and high. You still get that crispness. Whereas the IO 12s, you got a wider sound stage and a more natural sound to it. You still get bass. The bass don't go away, but you could definitely, you're like, dude, I'm in a concert. Like you feel like you're in a concert with the IO 12s.
Yeah.
You feel like you in the car with the IO 8s. I mean, you still get the good stuff, but man, look, those two are like my forever headphones. Like they will never leave ever. Like,
and I'm just about to update Dolly, as they just sent me the new price sheets for 2026. And
okay.
one thing I noticed on there, there's a new color for the IO 12.
Gray,
Dude, I'm here. Let me.
Oh, you send it to me on the low?
I'll send it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let me see what's up. But yeah, because I know they did a. I know we're saying I think it was I think it was on audio46.com, and they did have a gray. They came out. I don't know if it was like a limited edition, but they did have a gray unit, and I was like,
Mocha gray, my man. Mocha gray.
Yeah, let me see.
Mocha gray. It'll be live on my site probably on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's pretty. Yeah. It's pretty.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Because
Yeah.
The brown is nice, but they like I like multiple finish options. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, you like your choices.
You know, I don't really. I'm not a fan of like just like one colorway. I like a couple. This way you give someone, you know,
Yeah, give
kind
them
of the,
options.
yeah, you give them
Give
options.
them options.
Absolutely. You know
Yeah,
what fits their skin tone better, what fits their you know, because certain colors look better on certain people. You know.
right.
Yeah.
But I had the yeah, I mean, I love the chocolate. I like that. I mean, I love it. The chocolate color, the
Mhm.
original color of the IO12s.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it. But then they showed that one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they playing with me. They
Yeah.
playing with me. They playing with me. And then let me see, we got here for Patrick said he got he got these. That's what Patrick's response was. He has the Martin Logans.
Oh, nice, Patrick. Which Martin Logans do you have? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know, man. Like he's a Canadian me, man. I'm telling you. If I could have like that type of stuff here, I would. I live vicariously through him when it comes to like the home speakers and stuff. He tells me he got that. I'm like, dude, you living the life. But yeah, man, I'm so psyched for this year. Um Denon, you heard anything new from them?
So right now is the time, like with CES, there are so many things that are being announced. I mean, almost across the board. Um, I didn't get anything that really jumped out at me. That doesn't
Right?
mean that it's not that there's nothing, you know, coming, but um the things that I really wanted to point out were the Klipsch, and then
Oh
also
yeah. Oh
um
yeah. Oh
also
yeah.
um Onkyo is making a comeback, and it's real.
Oh
Let me tell
yeah.
you. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Yeah. Onkyo, they're not playing around. All right.
Mm.
They've got a couple of streaming integrated amplifiers that are pending release. And usually,
Mhm.
you know, I'm not an engineer, but
Right.
what little I know about the amplifier topology is whenever you have an a certain amount of wattage for 8 ohms and then it doesn't double into 4, that's a deficiency in engineering, and it's kind of a shortcut.
Right.
So the best amps in the world, certainly like if you look at like the most premier amplifiers from Dan D'Agostino,
Mhm.
formerly of Krell, all of his amps, whatever the figure is in wattage in 8, it doubles into 4 and then doubles into 2. Yes. Yes. And
Okay.
some of them even double into 1. But anyway, um,
Ugh.
crazy, dude.
Mad
So
Men.
madness. So one thing I want to point out with these new Onkyo is that they double from 8 to 4 ohms.
Okay. That's
So to me,
uh,
that's a major standout, because if you look at some of the other units, like any streaming integrated from like most of the Marantz stuff, the Denon stuff, the
mhm.
Cambridge stuff, the NAD stuff, that's not, you don't see that. You just
Yeah.
don't see that. And so to me, that's a statement of their they're like, hey guys, like we're here to play, like we're back, because Onkyo has like been like Onkyo
Yeah.
like okay, they make like a you know, mediocre CD players, and like just cheap, you know,
Yeah.
they were kind of like, they kind of fell off for a while.
Yeah.
So
I
they did
thought they were done. I thought they were done.
exactly. Exactly. So, you know, whatever they're doing over there, I don't know if they're under new ownership or whatever, but they are under that kind of like that Klipsch umbrella. They're the same owner.
Oh, say less. You said
Hmm.
Klipsch, say less.
Hmm.
Say less.
So literally they're making a big comeback. I don't, do you want to pull up the there's a couple links I sent you on those. We could take a
Oh,
little
let me
peek at
see.
those.
Let me grab them real quick. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. But yeah, I thought they were done a while
I
ago.
know,
Like,
so did I.
and I was like, oh man, this is crazy. But yeah, that's what's up. Let me grab these links up real quick. I gotta go back into where's my
And I'm happy because you hate to see
Yeah.
things that were once doing really well fail.
Right.
Like, you just
Yeah.
hate to see it. So to see these things come back and to the degree that they're doing, it's like, let's go. Like this is
Yeah. I'm glad. Yeah. Come on back.
yeah.
Yeah. Because once they come back, and they can definitely uh poke everybody else who's getting
That's it.
rested in their laurels.
That's right. And then we start, and then for the consumer, you get like, you just get better products all around.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull this up right here. Let me copy this over. Yeah, definitely. So you get them ones that are just lost on laurels, and somebody coming back and smack them and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait a minute, we
Yep.
can't play." Oh, yes, I will accept those cookies. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like them.
So first of all, look at this design aesthetic change.
I this is
I mean,
okay.
how phenomenal. That looks like an audio video processor to the
Yeah,
right.
right here on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was looking. I'm like,
Yeah. And so they are coming out with some serious audio video processors with Dirac Live or Dirac, however you want to say it.
mm-hmm,
And so, which is, it's not to the level of the Trinoff optimizers or the Room Perfects of the world, but I would say it's like right up there with, like, Dirac Live, Arc Genesis, that type of thing. So really solid room correction for that, like, upper mid market,
yeah.
like kind of like right below the super high end. And I mean, that thing looks absolutely beautiful.
These back here, these desktop things is throwing me off. I'm looking
Well,
at these two up front, and this back here are throwing me off. Like
dude,
just
let me tell you,
just
they
the, just the aesthetic of them, they're throwing me off. I thought they would, like, looks like they got that warm metal look to these, and you got the wood. They're like, it's throwing me off.
yeah, it's kind of a little of a clash in design, but
Yeah,
um
but they look good, but it's just throwing me off in this picture.
mhm,
All right,
mhm.
let me see what we got down. See, I wish I could have made it to CES, man.
Oh, I know.
That's on my bucket list. CES is on my bucket list.
I mean, just for a minute, like, let's just appreciate the
The
what we're looking at here.
Just a design alone. Look at that. Now, if these were air vents,
They are.
they are. Oh,
They are.
see.
They are. Absolutely.
Stop playing.
Mhm.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 models, that are available for pre-order. They honestly, that they are really making a lot of reasons that they're bringing to the table, a lot of reasons for people to get back into the world of hi-fi. And by giving a really quality product like this, where
Mhm,
you have the amp and the preamp and the
mhm.
source in a
Yeah,
single chassis, right? So with this, this is an integrated amplifier. Again, amp plus preamp, that's an integrated amp.
right.
Plus, you have the streaming component. So you have a DAC inside of this thing and a
Mhm.
streamer. So right here you see Tidal Connect is right integrated right into this thing. So all high res streaming all day.
All day long.
Yep. Yep.
Wait a minute.
And look at that, Ron.
We got Bluetooth
Oh, Ron,
integration?
what do we got? Bottom left. What do we got?
Let me see.
Bottom left.
Oh, we've got, what's that? A 4? Is that 4.4?
That's a 1/4 inch, my man. That's a 1/4 inch.
Oh, so we can go direct.
Yep.
See,
Yep.
that'll make that. See, I wonder what this box goes for, man.
So if you go to so I sent you a link to the 2 models,
Uh-huh.
and it'll bring up like specs and pricing if you want to grab those.
All right, let me see this one. The Muse, and let me see. Let me grab this one.
They're both, yeah, they're both just different numbers after them.
Oh, it's 50 and the 40.
Yep.
All right, let's grab the 50. Actually, let's grab the 40 first because I don't want to be too depressed. I think the 40 might be cheaper.
Well, you know what? If they did it like like Marantz, the lower you go, the higher you go.
That's true too. They probably
Right?
they probably gonna do me like that. Watch.
Yeah. and Bowers does that too. So
all the time.
The 801 is higher than the 805.
All right, but so that's a grand.
Yep. So they've got something else on there that everybody loves. Which is the meters.
Yeah, see. That's
okay,
like a
so
this one has network streaming. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it has a streamer, everything built into it. So for $1,500 for you,
all-in-one unit.
I'm telling you right now, this is new. I'm telling you, I'm not being hyperbolic. This is new territory. I know I carry a ton of these. If you go to shopaudioexperience.com and you go to streaming integrateds, you're going to be hard pressed to find a product that's going to do what this is going to do, where at this price point, it's going to double from 8 ohms to 4 ohms.
That's going to be insane, man.
Yeah. So if you scroll down and it'll show you the specs. I mean, first, just the thing looks amazing, by the way.
Look at, see that aesthetic is throwing me off. You see the look of this, and then you got the wood grain speaker.
I know. They got to get the new speakers in there with it.
That's throwing me off. They probably push it. They probably push the sound lovely. They probably sound fantastic, but it just aesthetically throwing me off.
Yeah, because it definitely is a contrast for sure.
Yeah. See, this is take it back old school. Take it back old school with the oh my goodness, I had that on mine. I'll go back to when we had like the home hi-fi stereos that had the turntables, you had the amp, the equalizer was a box and everything. See, that's nice.
You got all the inputs and outputs you need. You've got digital coax, optical, Ethernet with probably most likely eARC on there.
You got your optical for your oh my goodness.
Yeah, phono with a dedicated ground.
You suited
for pre-output.
Yeah, you can do anything with this. Is that an antenna? Yeah, that's a Wi-Fi antenna.
Yeah, so if you can't plug right in with a Cat 6, or then you can use Wi-Fi.
HDMI? Hold on, where did I miss that at? There's an HDMI port on this thing. It's a mini. All right, it's one of the minis. Okay, there they go, right there. All right, I was like, wait a minute, HDMI too? Oh, this is crazy. This is basically all you just need. That.
Yeah, look at that. Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, Qobuz Connect.
Man, you are suited and booted. Google Cast, Apple AirPlay. Oh my! For all you Apple people out there.
Well, here at Audio Experience, we are very particular, and we don't recommend anything but high res. I go back and forth. Thankfully, Spotify has entered the chat. Although their high res isn't as good as Qobuz and Tidal,
right?
It's much better than it was.
Yeah,
definitely stay away from the YouTube. Stay away from the Amazon, the Apple Music.
Right.
If you guys want good quality streaming, Tidal, Qobuz, they are the best, and then Spotify lossless is good too.
Okay. Yeah. I usually use, when I do my testing and stuff, I either use Deezer or Tidal.
Tidal's
Deezer's good too.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. All right, you say those look beautiful. Waves.
They do, man.
They do, man. They say, all right, what's up? Patrick had to bounce. All right, Patrick, take care of the young man, sir. Thanks for pulling up, man. I appreciate you always, man. I'll let you know when the next live stream is, but I appreciate you pulling up, and I appreciate the super chat, my guy. Tell the family I said hello. Too. And let's see what we got here. Hey, Yappin said, "Can you put that in
shove this into a car?" Yeah, Yapping. If you want to grab an inverter and throw it in your car, and then you could plug it in, and you can just grab some speakers and hook it up too, and you'll be rolling. But
yeah, Let me see. I got one guy up here, late as always. My man Aaron, late. Yes, man. You were late. You were very late, sir. You missed some good stuff, but don't worry. I'll have the replay up on the channel. You can go ahead and check it out there. But I'm glad you pulled up anyway.
Hour and 34 minutes, Aramis.
Well, nah, he came up a little bit early, but we were in the middle of the discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's probably like an hour, 10 minutes.
But thankfully you can rewatch if you like.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's gonna be on the channel, so you can go back and catch up.
It'll be on my YouTube as well.
And before he left, this is what he said. Yeah.
Dude, yes, Renaissance 11A, nice.
Yeah, that's what Patrick has in the house.
That that series is really I would say the heart of Martin Logan. They have the 11, 13, and then the 15, and those three speakers are extremely unique with respect to their designs. They have the electrostatic design, Ron, and then they have a big bass woofer on the bottom, a dynamic woofer on the bottom, and so what makes Martin Logan so special is their transient response, which means the ability for music to start and stop quickly. And so with dynamic speakers, because you have the speaker actually moving,
right?
And you have like more travel from front to back, there could be a potential for a slowness, relative to something that's moving much less side to side and much faster. So the electrostatic panels move very quickly. And so they excel with stuff like classical music and like things where you have like a very quick start and stop to the music. Yeah. Really, good speakers. Congratulations, Patrick. Those are great speakers.
Yeah. That's my guy. Man, I didn't know he had those. That's impressive. Let's see, was his Wave said the total package. He was talking about those the name of the company, the Onkyo, yeah.
Oh, it's
he's talking about package. The box. He says the total pack. It is. It is.
So Waves, all you have to do with those is quite literally add speakers, and then you're done. You plug your speakers into the back, and you're finished. You've got everything all in one. Now, I'd recommend upgrading the power cable, because it's like 5 cents, and like you want to get a better one.
Right.
And I'd recommend getting a power conditioner to protect your gear. But but aside from that, that's it. You don't need like all these separate components, and you got something that's really high quality from the preamp section to the power amp section to the streamer.
And it really doesn't look that big. Like
no, it's not.
As dimensions wise, it doesn't look that big at all. Oh, shit. Yeah, definitely a bookshelf type thing. All right, let me see. Miles, I feel that I love car audio. Haven't gotten around to what you waiting on? Miles, what you waiting on? You ain't get around to the house?
Little confused on receivers versus amps and ohms. Okay, yeah, Miles, this is a great point. I'm glad you brought this up. So, when we're thinking about the home and for like stereo or home theater, I would say that in the simplest terms, you have at the ground level, the most basic and the least expensive is going to be an audio video receiver. And so what that is that's an amplifier, a preamplifier, and surround sound processing in one single box. Okay. So if you buy like a Denon like 4800, it's a super popular receiver. You're going to get surround sound processing in there. You're going to get power amplification for each channel and preamplification on each channel. Now, where does that fall short? That falls short with respect to the ability to provide a more dynamic presentation. Okay. And so if you want to invest more money, then what you do is you do what's called the separates route. So separate meaning a separate preamp processor and a separate amplifier. So why? Well, the more you break out pieces, the better things get, pretty much. So the more that you try to combine into one, it's going to be less expensive, and the quality relative to separates are going to be lower. Okay. So if you have a separate amplifier, that amplifier is going to do pretty much, it's most cases better than the amplifier and the receiver. So if you wanted to have more capability, if you wanted to have a more impressive home theater, and you wanted to invest more of your hard-earned money into that, then you would go to what's called the separates route, and you would get a separate preamplifier processor, something like the Anthem AVM 70, let's say, and then you'd get a separate amplifier. In this case, like if we're talking Anthem, one of our brands here, it would be the MRX series of amplifiers. And so instead of going from like, maybe 80 to 100 watts per channel on the receiver, and if you're lucky, pretty much it's mostly going to be like 70 or so, because you're sharing that across all of it. You go from that to a dedicated amplifier where you can have a true, like up to 200 200 watts per channel, 225 watts per channel. So what does that do? That gives you much more dynamic capability, so that when you have a scene in a movie, let's say like, Godzilla versus Kong or whatever, and they're like battling it out, and you got those, those big impact scenes, the receiver is not going to give you it's not going to translate sonically what the separates would be able to do, if you were to like compare them. So, and then as far as ohms, just know that most of the time, most speakers are 8 ohms, and then some are 4 ohms. But you just have to make sure that whatever speakers you're buying and whatever amplifier you have, they're kind of compatible with respect to that. I would say 9 times out of 10, it's pretty simple, because most of the stuff is built for like cross compatibility. It's really not that big of a deal. But one of the services we do offer, Miles, is we do offer one-on-one consultation for kind of like pre-theater, pre-stereo planning and building. So if you want to put together like a home theater for your space, you don't know what to do, you want to get some advice curated specifically for you and your situation, definitely hit us up and we can schedule that. But other than that, feel free to kind of peruse the site. There's a bunch of cool stuff that's on there that would be tailored to what we talked about.
Good stuff. All right, he said, then in 4800. Okay.
It's a popular receiver. It is. It's a very like, if you're new to theater, that thing just works, man. It's just the 4800H, it just works. It's a really solid receiver, and it doesn't cost a lot of money.
Yeah, that's always a sticking point for me. Yeah, least expensive, but give me what I want.
Yeah,
I'm good. Oh man, this has been a lot of fun. This has been great. Yeah, my guy. I appreciate everybody coming in. We ain't going nowhere yet. I was just saying, I just love the fact that you guys are interacting, asking your questions. I really appreciate you guys doing that. And any question, if you got them, go ahead and put them out there. We'll answer any question for me, question for Justin, questions in general. Just go ahead and put them on out there.
I like your beard, Miles, by the way. That beard is sick.
I ain't looking at him that close. But yeah,
my screen's pretty big.
Oh, well, see, I'm not working on the 32-inch right over here.
Okay, yeah.
If I was working on that one, then yeah, I'd be like, okay, I got him. But yeah, maybe next time I don't know. I got to do some rearranging around here and stuff. So we'll see. He said, "Gotcha." Let me see what he say. None serious. Hey, whenever you get around to it, my brother. Whenever you get around to it, it's all But yeah. But so damn it, I had it again and it was going. I don't know. I'm flaming out. I don't know what's going on with me. But okay, so which of all the products that you have, all the lines and everything, outside of I can't pronounce it, the Okyos and stuff like that. Onkyo, thank you. Mm-hmm. Which ones do you think will also be making a big jump here with this year, as far as on the audio side?
On the audio side for 2026. Yeah. So right now, I would say, each brand, they tend to do things on their own timetable. And so whenever there's something that's new, we find out about it. There's some, I would say, for the things that I can talk about, that's probably all I can talk about for right now. There's a lot of embargo stuff where, there's things that I'm aware of that are coming, but that we're just kind of before the date where I can, I can disclose it publicly. But yeah, I would just say, rest assured, there's a lot of cool things coming in 2026. It's going to be,
don't you hate that with embargoes, man? Don't you hate that with embargoes, man?
Hey,
you want to say, but you can't say that.
Yeah.
They ask you a question. I want to, but I can't tell you.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Miles said he appreciates it.
Yeah, man.
And Elizabeth has a question for you. And he said, what should I focus to do first on an audio setup?
I only have
a good starting point.
So sound bars account for probably 80%, close to 80% of the theater market, which is crazy. But
yeah, I have two of them. I have one over here, and I got one upstairs.
Yeah, so that's the reason why is just because they're simple and they're small. But Elizabeth, when you want to take the next step to higher performance and move to a more traditional box speaker, or meaning speakers in the room as opposed to a sound bar, it does not take a lot to absolutely demolish the performance of a sound bar with box speakers. And so I would say, it really is going to determine, what's going to really, determine that is going to be your budget and your room layout. So your first, I would say first thing is to pick a budget and then pick a speaker layout. So do you want to go from a sound bar to like a 3-channel system, left, center, right? Do you want to do a 5-channel system where left, center, right, you're adding surrounds? Do you want to do a 7-channel system where you're adding, surrounds and rears as well? And so it really comes down to, I would say, the space that you're in. Is the room that you're going to be using, are you going to transition from a sound bar in a hybrid, space or a living room space to a more dedicated room where you have a room specifically for a home theater? That's going to take into account kind of what you might want to do. But I would say for, unless you're ready to invest, I would say, unless you're ready to invest, a minimum of $10,000, I think the sound bar is probably the way to go. I think going for a whole system under that, it's going to create too many complications. And kind of, it's not worth the squeeze, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of the advice I would give.
Okay. Yeah, she was pleading to you to spill the beans here for a second. She was like, "Sweet,
we need the secrets."
Yeah, spill the
TJ.
Yeah, she was pleading for a little bit. And then she put in. She said she will put in. I'll keep in touch.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah. So let me see. I can squeeze. Oh.
Definitely.
That's okay. 10K. Scared of you, girl. Hey, if it's worth it, yeah, it has to be worth it.
It's crazy. Some of my clients will spend $10,000 on a single subwoofer.
On a subwoofer.
On a single subwoofer, yes. Yeah, this world, this world of high-end audio, it's
no joke.
It's no joke, my man.
Man,
no joke. People have their, they have their Rolexes, right? Mm-hmm. They have their, their Porsches and their Ferraris, and then they have their high-end speakers as well.
I shouldn't be surprised. You see what I do. I shouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here like 10,000. Dude, look 10, over your shoulder. Yeah. You got it right over your shoulder.
I do that one behind me. That's actually 11, but
I'm talking about me.
Who cares?
I'm talking about me in this bookshelf.
Oh. Yeah, but it's wild. I mean, but again, like that's why, when we talk to folks, it's not about how much you spend. It's really about,
the experience.
The experience. Yeah, because you can get an awesome experience at all budgets. You really can. Does it get better the more you spend? It does. It does.
Yeah.
Well, do you need to spend that much to have a good time? You don't.
That's the same thing both true with the earbuds and headphone game
Yep.
too.
Yep.
And like I said, you got some of these ones, like I mentioned, the CMF headphones Pro, $100, and I will put them up against anything 5, 6, 7, $800. I will put them up against them
Mhm.
without batting an eyelash.
Yeah.
And some people be like, I can't believe you put them in your ranking, dude. Have you listened to them?
Yeah.
Go.
And Ron, you have you're giving your honest take on how they sound,
Mm-hmm.
and people, they should respect that, because you've had the exposure to all these. It's you don't have a dog in the fight. It's not like this is, you're not like a representative of one of these companies. And
Right.
so if you say that, then people should believe, like, that's your opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I one time I did one live stream, and one guy, one of the comments said, have I been on like this? I guess this message board or whatever. And I was like, no, I don't go on those. Like I don't, I don't sit on like I forgot the name of it, hi-fi something.
Like
Anyway,
an online forum or something.
yeah. And he was like, yeah, they are talking bad about you. Like they're like dogging you out. And I'm like,
Who cares, man? Who
why? And
cares?
it was like, no, they're mad because I said something negative about the noise canceling of these earbuds. They were on fire. These are the Noble Focus Prestige Encores.
Okay.
And the noise canceling is non-existent. Only time I knew the noise canceling was on is because the earbuds told me it was on. And
Here's the thing, Ron.
And
I'm going to say something. This is clinically, medically, everyone's hearing is different.
no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
So
Absolutely.
here's the thing. Like, I have perfect hearing because I didn't abuse my ears.
Right.
When I go to rock concerts, I wear earplugs. Like, I'm that guy.
Right.
Okay. And I hope to have my hearing like this for the rest of my life. I hope, but I'm trying.
Absolutely.
So there are things that, that if I hadn't treated my ears the way that I did,
Mm-hmm.
that I would not be able to hear today.
Right.
Because of that. And
Yeah.
so, you just have to ignore these people because,
Yeah, I do. It was just fun. I went out and checked it out, and here Dave Luke, the one guy said, I don't consider Ron or the other guy, Flossie Carter. He's another guy who does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
reviews.
I watch this stuff too. Yeah. He's very entertaining.
Yeah. He said, I don't consider either one of them audiophiles. Now, if you watch any of my videos, I always said I don't consider myself one. So you saying that is no news to me. But I just went out and read it, and I was laughing. Like I literally was laughing, like, oh my God, these guys, they are so serious. Like they're dead on serious about the, like, I'm like, dude, I'm like, the noise canceling is bad on here. It is. I mean,
yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. I
ain't saying nothing about the sound.
Yep.
But the noise canceling is bad. I'm sorry. They're like, I can't believe he said yeah, believe it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm appreciate you put me in the same category as Flossie. He's over 2 million subscribers. I'm glad you put me in his category.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm like, he's so far ahead of me. I can't even see him. Like he's so far ahead of me. But I appreciate it. But it was like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I laughed at it and just kept it going. Because
that's exact. Just keep it going.
It is what it is. It was just, I just thought it was funny. Yeah. All right, let me see. Yapin has a question for you here. Let me see. He says, can I use existing speakers like my JBL 320 with these stereo systems you offer, or do I need to level up, I guess?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a fantastic question. Really, really good question. The answer is you do not need to start from scratch. Okay. You absolutely can keep, if those JBL 320 speakers that you have, you like them, you like the way they sound, they fit your room and everything else, keep them. And you can certainly, if you want to get a new, integrated amplifier with a streamer or whatever you're looking to do, you want to spin some vinyl, get a turntable, CD player, whatever the case may be, you can absolutely upgrade part as little as a single piece up to the full system, for sure. Great question.
Okay. All right. Elizabeth says that's true about hearing for now.
We got a comedian in the chat over here.
Yeah, she's like, don't get too comfortable with your eardrums. Hey, now, easy now. Come on. That's why I listen to mine really about 60-65%. I don't go no higher than that because I figure at that volume level, I should be able to get all the detail, all the bass, everything I want out of them. I shouldn't have to turn them up. And the minute I have to do that, I tell them on the case, it's too low. I got to turn them up, and then I'm mad because I have to turn them up. Trust me, the Bang & Olufsen H100s, their sound is great. Excuse me, their volume, they just too low for my at the volume level I prefer. I should be able to hear it like nice and bright, right? It should be good. But I mean, if I'm just taking away if I take away the volume issue and just their overall sound, they're so crisp, but they just so low. I'm like, oh,
that's interesting.
Yeah, let me see. All right, Miles says some like a specific frequency range, others enjoy the entire range. Good point.
Yeah, that's true, Miles. Certain people are, they have a preference for, more of a particular frequency relative to the others. So like flat is like everything sounds the same, like same volume at all frequencies, right? Some people like louder treble or louder bass. And some people have a certain degree of hearing loss in the upper range. And so they might want to have a boost in the treble to compensate for their particular hearing loss. And so, they may not know that they have hearing loss, but that's why they prefer the type of speaker that they do, and so, that's why hearing is so, it's like food, with your tongue, what you taste, it's so subjective. It's so personal.
Yeah, I go like if I go into like equalizer settings, I normally do like the V shape.
Very common.
Yeah, but I like the way that sounds. Like some of them, some headphones or earbuds, I doctor them a little bit based on like if I go to V shape and I'm like, all right, the bass is too heavy. I got to bring the low end down a little bit, and I wind up with like a slant. But I get, like I said, when I was growing up as a kid, you always had bass. Everything had to have punch. And it was like, when you're kids, you got like.
I love bass.
And absolutely. We in the house cleaning up, and we got bass going. It's rattling the windows. Yeah, we used to do that. But ever since I started doing this with my reviews and stuff, I learned a lot more about sound, not volume, sound. And I learned, and then this is my theory on sound. You got three levels to it. You've got your bass in there, your low end, but then you got your how do I word it? More like your high end stuff, your mids and highs. You got your crispness, your detail, and everything like that. You got your low end, you got your bass, you got your nice rumble. Not only the top end bass, but the low end bass too, because there's two levels to it. In every song I listen to, you got a nice kick, but
you got mid bass and then subsonic bass.
Yeah, you got all that, and then you got those, and then you have volume. Because I figured that's what sound is. Sound is the mixture, the combination of all three of those. And in my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, just by doing all this listening and stuff, that's what I come up with. I came up with the fact that you got your bass, you got your mids and everything, and you got your volume. And if you have all three of those, you're golden. No matter how you got your perfect sound, you got everything. But like some headphones, you got two of the three. Either you got good bass, good volume, but your mids are and lows, your mids and highs are not good. Or you got your mids and highs are nice and crisp. You got good volume, but your bass sucks. You find a way to work your way around it. At least that's how I feel. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's how I see it.
I think I'm tracking with you. Yeah. So, you know, when I look to like evaluate a particular speaker, it's like, you know, if I'm going to get more granular,
Mm-hmm.
you know, first thing is going to be what is the dynamic capability, and I think that might correlate to what you were
Yes.
saying is volume.
Yeah.
It's basically what's the speaker's ability or the headphone's ability to provide the scale from a very light as a feather,
Mm-hmm.
quiet passage to the most thunderous,
Right.
you know, like loud section. Like, so if you look at like a pipe organ, for example, a
Mm-hmm.
pipe organ has like crazy low notes. Like it goes down to like, so if you want to play, you know, if you want to really do some like crazy demos,
Yeah.
pipe organ music, it really taxes and puts your speakers to the test. So there's that. And then also like, you know, to your point, you know, certainly like the different levels of, you know, the highs, the mids, and then the bass, and like there's different, you know, even subsections within that. But
Right.
you know, it's like, to me, what, you know, is what you're listening to giving you all of what the artist intended, you know, from the very, very tippity top to the absolute bottom. Is there anything that's missing, you know,
Yeah.
from, you know, like on the across the frequency band? Um, and then of course, you know, if we're talking about, you know, a couple more metrics, like what's the sound staging like? You know, what's the imaging like? You know, if you close your eyes, can you pinpoint like, okay, this is over here, and then I'm it's bouncing back over here, or
Right.
you know, what's the scale like from top to bottom or side to side, or what's the depth of the sound?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things that you know, kind of come together and give you like this, you know, if you're going to evaluate like, okay, well, how well does this actually sound, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I thought somebody was over my shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah. Like I said, I'm no audiophile, so I don't have the lingo. I just know what I like to hear.
that's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know what I like, and I know it when I hear it,
that's it.
and stuff like that. But yeah, it's yeah, I enjoy doing this stuff.
Me too, man.
This is a lot of fun, man. Hey, it's been all right. Let's say we at the
We gotta
2 hour
go.
mark.
We get
Yeah,
201.
man. Hey, yeah, it blew by, man. It
It did.
really
It was
did.
fun.
This was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Hey, so anybody got any? We can see if we got any more questions.
Yeah. Let's
One
see if we
last
got a
round of
couple
questions.
questions, and then
Anybody?
we'll hit those up, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. So if you got questions, now's the time to put them out there. If not, we'll give you guys give you a few minutes to put them out there. And if we don't see anything in the chat, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But it's been a lot of fun. It's
It
been.
has. Thank you, Ron, for your
Do
time.
you have any questions, sir? Do you have any questions?
When's the next one?
Shoot. My goal is to do at least 2 a month.
Okay.
So I will definitely let you know when I do the next one. It'll probably
Sounds
be in a
good.
couple weeks. Let me see. All right, Aramis is saying. Let me see. Let me put his up here. Do you think you can get the same audio quality over Bluetooth as you can from wired connections, and why?
This is an awesome question. I love it. Bluetooth is, so to answer your question, no, you can't. It's not even close. So Bluetooth is limited with respect to its ability to transmit, just based upon the technology itself. Okay, so if you compare the best Bluetooth to even a mediocre wired connection, you're miles apart as far as like what it, you know, the quality of what it can produce. Now, that doesn't mean that everything Bluetooth is just trash, because it's, you know, it has its place, right? So with Bluetooth, we can enjoy music while we're at the gym. With Bluetooth, we can enjoy music in the car. With Bluetooth, we can enjoy music walking down the street or whatever. Or we can enjoy music while we're at the beach, right? You know, bring a Bluetooth speaker. That's great. So the Bluetooth has its place, but Bluetooth does not belong in a hi-fi system. Bluetooth does not belong in a home theater system. Bluetooth does not belong in any sort of, you know, any sort of system where the point is high quality audio. So, you know, I would say if it's for passive listening, where you're, you know, it's not like super important, okay. But you know, if you're doing like active listening, or you're listening to, you know, watching a movie or anything else, like you want wired connection, absolutely. And if you're doing streaming, so like real quick, like the difference between Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. there's no comparison. Music over Bluetooth versus music over Wi-Fi, the amount of quality, the degree of quality difference between those two is astronomical. Okay. So anytime that you can, you go Wi-Fi. That's the bottom line.
All right. We got a couple guys that jumped in. Let me see what we
Thanks,
got.
Aramis.
Yep. Good call. That's a good question, Aramis. We got the tech preacher, Easy. Welcome on, but welcome in, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, you are the audio guy. He is the visual guy.
Cool.
Cameras, everything. Yeah, he's the man.
Love that.
Anything with live streams and everything like that, as far as your cameras and stuff like that.
Cool. Love that.
Yeah, he's the man. Good to appreciate you pulling up, Easy. Let me see what we got. We got another question here. Bruce joined late. I'm struggling with the quality headphones with an iPhone, so I bought the Quest Style Pro to try to get LDAC. Well, you messed up right there because Apple products do not support LDAC, so you messed up right there. Should I switch to Android and get better sound for Bluetooth headphones? Like I said, Apple products do not support the LDAC codec or any high-res codec for that matter.
Big miss.
They just, I don't know what it is. They just will not, for the life of them, switch over. I'm thinking it's because of the way their ecosystem is set up. My best bet for you, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, is just go ahead and get those AirPro Maxes, or the AirPods. I think you should. Is it AirPod Max?
AirPods, AirPod Max,
AirPod Max, yeah. Go and get those. That way, you're in. Not only I think you'll get the best sound out of the iPhones with those, but you're also in the ecosystem. If you're in, so they'll integrate with your iPhone, your iPad, your MacBook, whatever you have. But unfortunately, until they decide that they want to go ahead and pay that $10 or $10 a unit. I thought that's what it was for them to be able to put the LDAC codec inside their devices.
They're being cheap.
Yeah. But don't worry, because Bang & Olufsen, they did away with. They were supposed to put LDAC in the H100 headphones when they first came out, when they were $1,500. They were supposed to say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna update them at the end of 2025 to get y'all LDAC." Cool. That's one of the main reasons why I got them. And then they turn around and say, "You know what? We're not going to do that." And my guess is, and my theory is because they're aiming for the Apple users. I think that's where they're going.
Yeah,
they want to lean more toward. They want to favor the Apple user, and that's my theory. And no problem, no disrespect to the Apple users, but that thing just really grinds my gears because you had a lot of people buying them with the anticipation of getting LDAC put on. Not to mention other features, and only for them to come back and renege on that after you done spent the money. So, and right now they run for $2,200 instead of $15. Think about that. But yeah, you definitely want to get Bruce. You definitely want to look at getting them AirPod Max headphones. I think you should be good there. But unfortunately, they don't do the high res audio. Let me see. What does Miles say here? Miles says Bluetooth is more a computer interpretation. Wired is what? Well, wired is the true signal.
Yeah, so I was kind of getting into that, like, analog versus digital thing. I mean, Bluetooth,
it's more of a digital.
Exactly, and that's why, like, any sort of even a wired connection that has a digital source, you have a DAC or digital to analog converter in there. Mm-hmm. And obviously the better the DAC, the better output of what you're going to get. But yeah, for sure, Miles.
Yeah, but I still love my Bluetooth because it's
convenient it has its point. It has its uses.
I mean, I still got my wired ones. Sometimes I plug in if I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
but when am I not going anywhere?
Go, it's great. It's great on the go.
Let me say, all right, what's Aramis? He said, I want to get into the wired market, starting with the MES 99s to replace my Sony Altware, and IMs to replace my Technique, my AZ100s. Also a DAC, is a DAC worth the investment? Well, it depends on. So it depends on what you want to do. You go into IEMs. Now, is this a DAC for a cabinet or a portable DAC?
I think he means a standalone DAC for like sitting down listening at a desk.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then depends. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what your system, what your situation is. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then yeah, DAC is worth it. It's all it just depends on what you want to do. In my opinion, I see you going to the wired, you're leaving the wireless, the Bluetooth alone. You're going to wired stuff. So yeah, DAC is definitely in the works if you're going to do that. Now I'm interested to see what IEMs you're talking about, because I got some here, but I want to see which ones you're talking about, because I might have to pull some out for a review. Because all I'm missing is a Bluetooth DAC. Forget about it. I have them wired IEMs all day because those things sound good. Let me see. Hey, no doubt, easy. I'm glad you popped in. All right, let me see. Who's this? This one is Cinema. I'm just gonna call you Cinema because I'm not gonna try to count all that. You got a long name now. I'm trying to do it. Did you see the sound piece? Or yes, I did. Doggone it. And I can't wait for them to come out. Yes, I did. 5 driver setup, a 10 millimeter dynamic, a 6 millimeter planar driver, dual balance armatures. Yes, sir. I've seen that. I can't wait for it to come out. Take my money right now. Absolutely. I've seen it. Sound piece is not playing. They are really coming to play. QCC transits LDAC over USB-C. Oh, you talking about Qualcomm? Yeah. Well, not Qualcomm, but QC. Okay, so QCC is legit for I. See, this is new. I'm thinking of something else. But if it's legit for iPhones, okay. All right, I don't have an iPhone, so I wouldn't know. I sold it though. I had it for testing only, and then I got rid of it. All right, portable DAC. Okay. All right, so you are looking at something mobile. All right, then yeah. If you're looking for something mobile, then yeah. Look for FIO, FIIO. They have some sweet portable DACs. If you look for them for your IEMs, definitely check them out. Who else? I think they got the best ones. Yeah, look at them. FIIO. Look them up. They got some sweet
yeah, FIO's a good brand.
Yeah, they got some sweet Bluetooth DACs. Definitely get it. I'm looking at getting one. I said I got one in my my inbox, my cart rather, for Amazon. I still haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because everything else keeps popping up, and I'll be like, all right, I'll get it next time. I'll get it next time. All right, let's see what else he got here. The IEMs are going to our either 7 hertz legato to a punch audio. Man, you okay? Okay. So let me know which one you pick, because I want to know. I definitely want to know. What IEMs would you recommend for $500? To be honest with you, I haven't even had a pair for $500 of IEMs. And the ones that I do get, I'm almost. I mean, if the ones that they sound so good, I wonder how good they are at $500. I mean, like, to be honest, I really haven't gotten that high. I usually get the ones from was it Linsol or Hidiz, HIDIZS, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Is check those out. You don't have to spend that much, but you get some really good quality headphones, and also, or IEMs, and also Sevga, SIVGA. I just did an unboxing or in review of their IEMs. They got the wood paneling on the side look real classy. Leather case. I'm telling you, and they sound fantastic, and they're not even that much. So definitely check out my channel. Check out that video. I got the link in there. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed, and you will save some money. So, but I'm telling you, I was shockingly surprised from them because I ain't think that Sevco was swinging like that with the IEMs, but they sound really good. All right, definitely look at that. Save you a couple dollars, man. We need them these days. Quest Style Pro QCC does allow LDAC on iOS. Okay, Trevin. Okay. I'm not fighting you on that. You know, I'm not fighting you. I don't have an iPhone. I don't deal with iOS. So if you saying it works, it works. That's let me see. Let's see. Chime. Let me see. I don't know if this one's for you. I was thinking of buying the AZ100s or Status Pro X, but now I am waiting. That okay. I can't even argue with that. I can't even argue with that. Yes, once I get them, they will get a review, unboxing, and they will run through the gauntlet. You better believe it. Yes, they will. I got a whole list. I have a whole list of earbuds right here that has to run gauntlets themselves. So I'll be plenty busy until those drop, and then I'll get them, and they'll run it too. Absolutely. That's a smart. Well, no, them Pro X's, you won't be disappointed in those. But if you're gonna wait for the Sound Peaks, I can't argue that either. But I'm telling you right now, them Pro X, outside of the Rex 5s, you can't get Rex 5s are the top. My top ones, the Pro X is number 2 on my list. That should tell you something. But if you're gonna wait for them, the Sound Piece, I can't be mad about that either. I'm definitely waiting on them. All right, let me see what Kenneth says. Clips are covered out with dude. Yeah, yeah, the 7s too and the 9s too.
Yeah, that is yeah, Kenneth, that's a very strange stat. If that's accurate, it's very odd. I'm almost wondering if that's a typo because the 9s are a larger speaker with a bigger drivers and a more powerful amplifier than the 5s. But again, like they may, if that is true, like I would say sheer decibel output is not, it's not like the end all be all metric, or statistic. So you can have a better sounding speaker, albeit at a less or lower maximum volume capability compared to another speaker that goes louder, but let's just say it's less detailed. It has like less vocal center imaging, whatever, insert whatever, feature. So that's what I would say. I wouldn't put too much focus on that, bottom line.
Okay. All right. He said, I thought it would be a greater, it'll be better to get a new with new model, get it when new models come out in the market. It would be.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't really put too much emphasis on maximum SPL or sound pressure level. To me, it's not, like if we're talking 105 or 109 dB, like that's already, you're not going to listen at those levels anyway without doing, hearing damage. So.
Okay. And he said the old 9s has 115 play at 115 decibels.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah, that is. Man, 115. Woo. All right, let me see. We got a couple more right here before we wrap it up. Aramis says the IMs. I'm going for the Punch Audio. What is that? Petraza? I'm Petaza. Okay, I'm my bad. I'm sorry.
Petaza.
Yeah. And the DAC, I'm between the i5i, Hip Doc 3. Dude, get that FIO. BTR5, get that one. I have one of the FIOs or i5i's right here. They're one of their portable DACs. I like it. I got it in this doggone bag. Let me pull it up. I like it, but that FIO solid, and I would go with that DAC first. I'm gonna get that BTR5 myself. I have this one. This is a Go Blue Air. This is a Bluetooth DAC for him. But I like this. It's nice, but I'm going to get that FIO. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. A buddy of mine has it, and I was listening to, you would not be disappointed. I'm telling you. All right. I keep saying one more question, but these guys keep popping. So I don't want to leave nobody hanging. All right. So we got, all right. Whoever says he's the Soundpiece H3 are a better value compared to the Status Pro X, in my opinion. I can't lie. I cannot. You're not lying. They are cheaper. I think what sets them apart is the equalizer in the app. The Status Pro X design takes me time to get used to. Really? They made them smaller than the between 3A and C's. They're smaller. They're a smaller earbud than the Soundpiece H3s. H3s are a chunk with their triple driver setup. They actually reduced the size of theirs and still has a triple driver setup in it. I mean, everybody's ears are different though, so it might take you a little bit of time to get used to it as opposed to the Soundpiece, and that's fine. But I do agree with you for the price. The H3s are you are better, and when it comes to price value and everything, if you're not trying to spend a lot of money, go with the H3s. If that's not a problem with you, but you want that, I think you got better overall clarity and sound when it comes to your audio. When it comes to like your mids and highs, I think they're a little bit crisper on the Pro X than it is on the H3s. And when it comes to the bass part, I think they're I don't want to. It's a cleaner bass on the Pro X after the update. You do get nice punch on your bass with the H3s, but when you listen, you listen to them, and then you listen to the Pro X, you could tell how smooth and how clean their bass is as opposed to the H3s. I mean, and it is what it is. And I mean, if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. But my thing is like, I'm not knocking the H3s because they're in my lineup. They're in my bag right now as we speak, because sometimes I just throw them on and they do the work for me. But if I'm comparing the two, I'm going with the Pro X, in my opinion. If I got some other ones that sound good, like the Golden X1s. Those guys got triple drives. Those things are crazy. And I would take the H3s over them. But yeah, that's just me though. I like that clean, smooth bass. I like the clarity, the crispness and the clarity of the vocals and instruments on the Pro X that the H3s are kind of not there yet. But I'm thinking these new Soundpiece will be able to battle those, and I'm excited for that. So we'll see. I'm gonna have so much fun this summer. All right, let's see. Okay. Fonzie, where you been, man? You supposed to have been in here. All right, excited for the new Soundpiece. We were just talking about them. And you were supposed to have been here earlier. See, y'all be coming late. All right, let me see. All right, last question here or comment. AZ100 killed the Pro X in call quality, ANC and battery life. Now, I will give you ANC. I'm not sure about the battery life because I have yet to run. Mine have yet to die after I got through like maybe a day and a half on mine. And granted, I'm not listening. I'm not, again, my volume level, I don't turn them up. So I'm not burning battery trying to keep that high volume level. So I'm getting good battery life out of them. You said 10 plus hours on one charge with the ANC on is something the Pro X just won't do. Well, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. The Pro X hits closer to 3 hours. Now I'm not blind. You're wrong on that. You're so wrong on that. I disagree with that. Well, LDAC turned on LC on 3 hours. No, sir. It's much more than that. Much more. I use these at work. I'm telling you, I get much more. All right. Well, okay. So let me see what he said. Just got home from work. All right. I'll give you a pass this time, my brother. You just got home from work. I get it. But We're gonna do this in a. Let me say it. We're gonna book this right now. We're gonna book the next one right now. Let's do that right now. Let me see what we got going on. Today's the 10th. All right. The next one's gonna be on the 24th of this month. We're gonna do another live stream. Justin, if you up for it, my brother, I'll send you the link. You can jump in.
I'll take a peek. Maybe if I can make it happen, I will.
Yeah, if you can make it happen, but I will definitely be doing this again in 2 weeks, and we're gonna have a good time. Let me see what he said. This guy. He said, I just took a wild shot at with the Sam and Johnny.
Sam and Johnny?
Sam and Johnny. I never heard of them either. HM12 on Amazon. I've never heard of them, but they are a triple driver setup.
They should have called it Sammy and Johnny.
Sammy and yeah. With no noise canceling. Hopefully they're good. You know what, my guy? Just because you did, I'm gonna go check them out and see what's up. I'm gonna do some investigation on them and see what's good. Sam and Johnny, HM12 plus. All right, I'm gonna see what I can do about that because they got a triple driver setup. That's got my attention. I talked to Status themselves and they quoted at 4 hours per charge. Really? At what volume level? You know what? We'll save that for the next one, all right? Because we got to get going. We've held Justin up a little bit long enough. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate everybody for coming out, putting out their questions, interacting with our guest here today. Justin Ryback from Audio Experience.
Thank
Justin,
you,
I appreciate you coming out, my guy. And like I said, I'll reach out to you again. The 24th will be the next one. We'll see if you're available to come in and chop it up with us. And it's going to be another good time.
Sounds good. I appreciate you.
All right, everybody. I appreciate you coming out. More IM reviews, please. I'm working on that. Great stream. Thank you, Tevin.
Thanks.
Trevin. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Also, check out my videos. I got some unboxing videos coming out. I'm going to start doing some Gauntlet series as well. I got a whole bunch of them over here I need to get through. It's going to be great. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming out.